everyone. This is Gaming Solo. Oh, today, while taking part in a little bounty hunting adventure, we're going to talk about bounty hunting and what the future of bounty hunting holds. Now, for a recap of how bounty hunting works now, you have NPC bounty hunting and you have player bounty hunting. NPC bounty hunting, bounty hunting, bounty hunting. Um, when you're going after NPCs, you get a set amount of credits depending on the difficulty level the system puts on that bounty. Typically, it's space, though there are some ground ones that are heavily guarded, basically bunker missions that you have to land distantly and drive up to, or take out the turrets that are protecting the site. And you just go in and neutralize your target and get out without harming any innocents. The space bounties, which are the ones that I think a lot of people think about when they think about bounty hunting, those you have a group of ship that you have to you have to approach the whole group of ships, and then there's one ship in there that is your actual target, and you just you can eliminate the target and run, which is what I enjoy doing in Pyro. You can make a lot of money in Pyro doing hit and runs on the bounty targets. Um, You can also kill the other targets with call to arms to get the extra cash, but the extra cash isn't really worth it usually for the fight that you have to put up, and then the repair costs for sticking around that long, unless you're just really, really good at dodging all that fire. And then the higher tiered bounties, along with paying more, have a higher chance of good drops in the cargo department. So you could end up with some valuable, possibly illicit substances that you could take somewhere and sell for a lot of money if you can get there in one piece and don't get pirated. Player bounties, which is actually what I'm doing right now, is you take a bounty for somebody who has a tier 3 or higher crime stat, or a crime stat 3 or higher, and you kill them, and it sends them to jail. And when they go to jail, they either have to do the jail stuff to get out, or they have to wait a certain amount of time. There he is. Okay, so my target is at this calm array. I'm not really sure what he's doing there. This is gonna be great. So some of the changes that are coming to bounty hunting, and we don't know when. Last we heard, it is not in any kind of active production. It being bounty hunting. Is he just inside? Or is there something around? It says collision alert. What's around me here? Nothing. So it's not in active development, or at least it's not um, from last we heard from CIG. But the changes that are coming are bounties are going to have a non-lethal option. It's unclear. Oh, there is a ship over here. Oh. He's still inside. That's a bounty hunter. That's another bounty hunter right there. Sorry. It's unclear if there's going to be both bring them in alive options versus bring them in dead. We know that the bring them in alive option is going to be the main. Who's hitting me with? Why aren't my PDCs working? Interesting. PDCs broke on this patch? Whoa! It's gonna be fun if they are. All right, back on task, Brent. Back on task. So I want to know who's shooting at me, though. I want to know why. Okay, hold on one second. I think my helmet's having an issue. Take it off. Put it on. So it's unclear if we're going to have an option for dealing with bounty hunters that are. It's not giving me. All right, whatever. Not giving me a good target status here. I want a target status. I need to keep moving so they don't board me. That's the last thing I need, is to be boarded. All right, who is shooting at me? That's what I want to know. Oh, was it these turrets? The turret's shooting at me because I'm trespassing, technically. Let me make sure there's not somebody in here with me. Holy cow. All right, there's not somebody behind me. I thought maybe somebody boarded. Okay. We don't know if we're going to have dead or alive options. It was implied that we might, and that we'll get more if we bring them in alive. And they're giving us the weapons to do so. What are those weapons? Well, they are in the form of... It's really interesting that I'm getting targeted by these turrets so aggressively. And, oh, let's see. Can I see him from here? He's inside of there. This is insane. There we go. There we go. My PDCs are working now. So we're gonna have like stun guns, tasers, stuff like that, right? Something that allows us. Holy cow! I'm getting so distracted because of everything that's going on here. Something that allows us to apprehend our target in one piece. And then once we apprehend our target in one piece, we take them to a drop-off point in a prisoner cell or something of that nature, and that's that. They're captured, and we get the credits. Sounds really cool. It's a very different approach than what I've seen in a lot of iterations of bounty hunting in games. Usually it's kill them. It's usually not bag and tag them. So I am looking forward to that that level of immersion that's going to come from that, being able to actually catch somebody alive. Is he floating in space now? He is not. He is still inside that. No, he's floating in space. Oh my gosh. Wish I was in a position to snipe him. All right, he just went back inside. But I think it's going to be really cool to be able to capture players and take them in. Backspacing cannot be a thing at that point. Maybe during testing they'll still have backspace. But Obviously, if you are backspacing to avoid being captured, I guess it doesn't make sense to do that because you're going to end up in Kessler anyway. But hey, some people just don't want to die or don't want to be captured, right? And they'll do pretty stupid things to avoid that. Look, is he coming towards me? Look, if he wants to come towards me, I'll come back here, I'll open an airlock, and I'll just shoot him. Let's see if he starts floating towards me. 400 meters is a lot of meters. So, so yeah, I am actually really looking forward to being able to capture people and stick them in the pod in my Hawk and maybe transport them here to the Polaris and then take them to jail. All right, let's see if we can see if there's something we can work out here. God dang it. I almost got him. I hit him a couple times. Paranoid because there is another ship out here. He's on the other side. Now he's on this side. Like, what is he doing? I don't fully understand what's happening here. All right, I'm gonna be at an angle. I'm gonna size back up here. Let's see if we can kill him. All right, so if this was a future bounty, I'd be trying to apprehend him because I want to take him in. But because it's current bounty, we're just trying to kill him. So, get back on the subject of future state bounty. Is he coming toward? He's coming towards me. He's coming towards me. He wants to board me. All right. That sucks for him because that means he's in open freaking space. Hmm. He's coming for me and my Polaris. He's trying to get in. Oh my God. The pure amount of time it takes to do this.
Shields damaged.
The in? No, there he is. Okay, good. I'm gonna splat him. Hmm. Or at least try to splat him. That didn't work very well, did it? Is he seriously shooting at me? Come on, dude. Is my PDC trying to shoot him? I can't tell. Did he land in my ship somehow? Oh God. Oh God. Is he stuck in my ship?
That could have gone better. But hey, we all have off days. Maybe next time, huh?
Got him.
That was a hell of an effort. Hope you get back out there once you're on your feet.
I got a sweep because he might have, the reason he was in here for so long is he might have been binding. He might have been binding. I think this is the side that I hit him with, so this would be the side if he is resuscitating that he's coming in at. But oh wait, this is the only side. All right, let's go to admin on here and make sure he's not in here. Do I have to do that on each one? Mm-mm. There's something outside of here. All right, medical care, treatment. Let's get my tier 3. Let's use some of that gel. All right, let's get out of the chair. I'm a little nervous because it does sound like somebody's flying around out here. Oh man. I'm happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. That was my fighter ships. Well, crap. I'm gonna have to go claim and reload those. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's get out of trespassing and let's go. I'm gonna go somewhere that I can. Ay, hmm. Are you serious? Okay. Let's go back to New Babbage. All right. So that's how bounties work with PvP right now. Obstructed, of course. Tickled.
Shields damaged.
Mhm.
Target acquired.
Is this a Star Lancer? That's a Star Lancer. It's not even a freelancer. I thought it was a freelancer. All right, I'm not screwing around with this guy. Let me point to something I can jump to, and we're just gonna jump.
Shields damaged.
Are you serious? What does he think's gonna happen?
Quantum drive is now on.
Do you really think he was gonna take on?
Quantum drive is now off.
Mm,
Quantum drive is now on.
Here we go.
Quantum drive is now off.
All right, now that the action's done. Sorry, I get a little quiet when stuff starts going down. I gotta think about what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna go to Grimhex. That's the closest place that I can figure my stuff out here. I'm gonna desert the ship actually. Probably. probably set self-destruct. So yeah, I'm gonna self-destruct this, and I'm gonna claim all my stuff at Grimhex. So,
Is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
so as far as the bounty hunting goes, the current state is pretty fun, right? It sets you up with some PvP. You do said PvP,
Quantum drive is now on.
and
Quantum drive is now off.
yeah, you do the PvP, and then you get the money. I think capturing people alive is going to be interesting. It's gonna diversify the equipment that you are taking into battle. So there's that. And I like the idea of taking people to jail and not just wholesale killing them, especially if they do. I still theorize that death of a spaceman is not going to be much of anything, and it's not going to be a big deal. Oh, I haven't been going forward this whole time. I hate it when that happens. But I don't think it's going to be a big deal or as prominent as people think. But if it is, taking people in alive is going to be probably the more moral thing to do. And I look forward to that gameplay loop when it's fleshed out and we're able to actually capture people and possibly do it in public areas if they've gone into Grimhex. Maybe they can't just hide in Grimhex forever. Maybe you can go into Grimhex and take them out in the non-lethal manner. That would be really cool. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see your faction level with certain factions and companies allow you to carry guns. There's a check-in place, if you guys haven't noticed, when you land at a major port, there's like a customs where you're supposed to check your weapons. Right now they just label it armistice zone and you're in armistice and you can't do anything. But in the future, it appears that unless you have really good faction, which that's a theory, faction thing, but you'll have to check your weapons at these major ports. So I'm kind of looking forward to that kind of gameplay being fleshed out and this whole idea of you being an actual citizen of the stars, right? Star citizen, and there being laws and regulations and you not being able to hide, right? If you're a wanted criminal with a bounty on your head, you're not going to be able to hide. You're going to have to watch your back, and it's going to be a dangerous living to be a pirate and to be an outlaw. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I am going to go find somewhere to dump this Polaris off at and go claim another one so I can rearm it with my other ships that I want in here. So please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to backspace and it's not working. Can I do it from here? Is there not a button to push? Oh, maybe I can't self-destruct here because I'm in armistice. But that's it. You can't self-destruct in armistice. Ha ha ha. All right, whatever. All right. So anyway, hit subscribe, like, share. I will catch you guys on the next one.